me a minute ago is that I was actually about to give my debate break, and I think Donald Trump did pretty well for himself tonight. Now, I will say that it's interesting how the room breaks down. Obviously, we're talking about a lot of hardcore grassroots conservatives who show up on a weekday night and watch a bunch of Republicans jabber at each other. But it's pretty clear that there are a lot of Cruz fans, a lot of Rubio fans, and not a lot of Trump fans in the room. The question for Trump people out there is how many people are they in the silent majority? It's a bunch of people who haven't shown up at the polls in the past, and now they're going to jump out and show up again. Well, that's sort of Trump's strategy in winning the general election. I want to start here by giving sort of my debate break, and then I want to give you sort of an assessment of who I think is best positioned to take on Hillary Clinton. So, we'll start with the debate break, we'll go through all of them. I'll start with Trump since he's the front runner. Honest to goodness, I think you have to be Trump in 8 tonight. The reason I think you have to be Trump in 8 tonight is not because he was any more fluent in his policies than before, but it's because the battle for Donald Trump is always looking kooky and crazy. And he actually was less kooky and crazy tonight than normal. I mean, but he had those Trump moments. Donald Trump is always 10 or a 0. Right, he's number 5. He's always right on the money. He's always a hammer hitting a nail, or he's a hammer hitting a puppy. And tonight he hit more nails than puppies. In particular, the one memorable moment, there's one memorable moment for each candidate, and the one memorable moment was clearly the exchange with Jeb Bush. It always is. I mean, Donald Trump has to be grateful that Jeb Bush continues to be in the race, because watching Donald Trump beat up Jeb Bush is one of the great joys of this campaign. Nobody really likes Jeb Bush. And you sort of have to feel bad for Jeb a little bit, except that you don't feel bad for him because he's from the most prominent political family of the last 50 years in the United States, maybe in the history of the country, or at least since the Adams family. I mean, like the original Adams family, not two teams. Like, I'm talking about John and John Quincy. And what's sort of entertaining about Trump, obviously, is the way that you can see Jeb wants to attack him, and then Trump just brushes him off. Like, it really just brushes him off. Like, oh, you're a tough guy, You just keep getting further and further off the stage. You're going to fall off the stage. We're all going to laugh at you. And that's what you got to laugh at. It's great entertainment. And which brings me to the moment for John Kasich, which was John Kasich school-marming everybody. Right, we're all sitting here, we're laughing at that, and John Kasich comes in like Mom, turning off the television and telling us all to eat our broccoli. And stop laughing at all these things. We should be on topics that are serious. John, all you do is yell at people. I mean, when he said in the debate that people accuse him of having too big a heart, I've never heard that. I've heard that he has too big a mouth. But Kasich, the real got from John Kasich, as always, is there to lecture people and yell at people if they don't support him. And that's not a good look for John Kasich. So John Kasich, as always, gets a Z on an A to F score. Always. Okay, so